It's the Brick Wall on NSTV. Tonight, we have Kevin Delano, Calvin Vanoy, and Nicholas Holmes. Plus, our musical guest, Ken McGorry and the Achievements. But first, here's your host, Peter Coleman.
Oh, thank you. No, stop it, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm Peter Coleman. Welcome to the Brick Wall, everybody. If you're watching for the first time, thank you. The Brick Wall is a place where funny people and I come to chat about the goings-on around the interwebs and also the stupid things that are happening IRL. Plus, we have music. All the late-night TV antics you get from network TV, but less frequently and at a fraction of their budget. 0 over 0 is still a fraction, right? Anyway, thank you for coming back and watching us again. We are so happy to be here, and if you want to follow all the action, check out our web presence at NSTV Brickwall on the socials. And to watch us live, be sure to subscribe to the NSTV Long Island YouTube channel. All right. Down to business. Later on, we're going to welcome Ken McGorry and the Achievements back to the Brick Wall stage for some killer tunes. These guys are awesome. But first, let me introduce tonight's panel. We have writer and director Nicholas Holmes.
The most applause I've ever received in my life. I am speechless.
Actor and comedian Kevin Delano.
Thank you.
And didgeridoo hobbyist Calvin Vanoy. All right. First topic, fast food. Lots of people have a love-hate relationship with it. Love the taste of yum-yums, hate the shame, calories, and gastrointestinal distress. But recently, fast food chain Burger King came under scrutiny from a group called 1 Million Moms, who called for a boycott of the restaurant. Why, you may ask? Because the commercial had the audacity to use the D word on air. That's right. They said, damn. You have to see it to believe it. Let's take a look at this clip.
We invited Impossible fans to the opening of a very special restaurant.
Tonight we are at the grand opening of the Impossible Burger restaurant.
I love Impossible Burgers. I hunt them down. I camped out to have the Impossible Burger. I have pictures if you want to see.
And it feels like we're experiencing something big.
And we had some great news for them.
Burger King!
Yep, it's not an Impossible restaurant.
I don't know. I might be disappointed. I might be excited.
I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. I've been stalking Burger King.
The Impossible Whopper is now available in New York City.
Yes, but no. The Impossible Whopper is going nationwide.
Damn, that's good.
You can taste the flame grow. It's like perfect.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
This is incredible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's here, and it's in every Burger King everywhere.
Yes, the Impossible Whopper is now available nationwide. You too can go to any Burger King near you and try the Impossible Whopper with a patty made from plants, no beef. Get it while it lasts. Only at Burger King.
It is here, and I am so sorry that you all had to witness that. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, some people have no decency. Now, just who exactly is it that got so offended by such a simple thing, you ask? 1 Million Moms is a subsidiary group of the American Family Association, a right-wing, self-righteous group of individuals whose entire agenda is to just fight the leftist agenda. What is the leftist agenda, you ask? Well, in AFA's own words, they oppose women's rights, LGBTQ rights, gun law reform, immigration reform, as well as denying global warming and being staunchly anti-Islam. Yeah, and they are proud. That's the worst part. They say they stand for good old American values and that their only goal is to protect the sanctity of the American family. But since 2010, they've been classified as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center for their demonizing anti-gay propaganda and spreading false information to the public. Sorry, alternative facts. Honest mistake. And the subsidiary, 1 Million Moms, Well, their latest online presence clocked in at just over 4,000 followers. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of hate. And you're right. But it's also just 0.45% of the numbers that they claim to have. Anyway, their main peeve was that this commercial aired during prime time when families might be watching TV and their sweet little virgin ears might hear naughty words. And they call us snowflakes. So, what do you guys all think about this backlash? Let's open it up to the panel, shall we? Thank you for sitting so patiently.
Okay, I mean,
Let's discuss.
like for starters, it's just like, I mean, what the fuck are they all watching at prime time anyway? Like, what channels this even going to come on that they're watching? I mean, if they're against
anything, it's Burger King.
I know, but they seem to just, what are they even watching on TV to begin with?
Shark Tank? I don't know.
Like, I'm pretty sure that there's like nothing on TV ever that's less offensive than this commercial. Like,
Hallmark Channel.
No, this is the Hallmark Channel slightly more offensive.
What do you guys think?
I mean, first of all, a guy in that was wearing an all that shirt, and they tried to blur it out.
Yeah, well,
and
no,
it was pretty clearly
I think
an all
that might have
shirt.
been us.
Really?
It might have been, yeah, because I don't think we can show that. Oh, maybe,
And-
I don't know.
and
Maybe
to,
they blurred it out. In
To
Burger
your
King.
point,
That was them. Damn them.
so right there, so a show like All That would probably be not offensive, and that you could watch All That because that's a kid's show.
They would find ways to
But
argue
if I'm watching this and I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, I'm watching sexual situations, I'm watching things happening, and then they cut to this, and it's just a burger commercial. It's just a person enjoying a burger.
Tell me more about your watching Grey's Anatomy habits.
I have none. I don't actually watch Grey's Anatomy. I'm sorry, and I know that's bad improv. I'm not yes-anding.
My girlfriend's on all those.
Now, for a little more insight into this, we actually have someone who was in the commercial live via satellite, Ben Ratner. Hey, Ben.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I am thrilled to be here, and on behalf of Burger King, I'd like to apologize for being associated with anything that would say anything as damning as the word damn.
Hey, whoa, please. Come
Fuck,
on.
bro.
We're trying to run a fucking a family program here. So how did you actually show up like thinking it was a random restaurant, or was it a real, like, did you know you were going into a Burger King commercial?
So I signed up for what was they said it was going to be a focus group for the first Impossible restaurant. So nothing to do with Burger King, no nothing.
Oh, really?
And then they bring us up there. And I did not know there was Burger King involved until the second that sign came down.
That was a genuine
and my legitimate
reveal.
reaction in that moment.
So it wasn't like the Chevy commercials.
Were you paid for it, or was it like show up and here's free food?
I was paid for it, but I was just a big fan of the Impossible Burger. Like I love that stuff, and I was just, I could be a part of this thing, and it'll be cool. Never did I think that I would be in a commercial.
Are you a vegan? Or you just like?
I'm not a vegan.
Burger?
I couldn't care less about animals. I just, it's a good burger.
Yeah, it is a good burger. That's terrific. And were you offended by the debaucherous nature of the language of this commercial?
I've had worse people hate me for worse reasons, except I'll be honest, it took me 3 watch throughs to find them saying the word damn. Like it's maybe a quarter second of time that they found an issue with. So.
It's not even a damn. It's just a damn. It's so quick.
Damn.
So quick.
I think he was saying Dan. That's good.
Dan.
I think
he was talking
with
to
the
his friend
person.
Dan. That's a very good point.
named
You know,
Dan.
but to be fair, she has been following the Impossible Burger all over the country.
That's right. She's an
not
impossible stalker.
a response of anger. It is a response of passion.
That is a very good point. Now,
like you've been following that Impossible Whopper all around the nation. You are just as important as those people who follow the Doritos Locos taco everywhere. And damn it, you've earned your right to say damn in honor of that achievement.
I think we can all agree to that. Now, Ben, before we let you go,
America.
There's something I want to try. I really feel like sticking it to this organization. Not Burger King, obviously. Now, we never got to see your immediate response to the burger in that commercial, so if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to see a reaction, recreation of the reaction you had that must have been so extreme the censors cut it completely from the commercial. Something that would have really upset the American Family Association.
I'm Jewish.
I am mortified. That's true.
Mordechai.
Mordechai. Oh, shalom, my brother.
Fuck, Johnny Depp's here.
I'm curious.
Can I just say, by the way, I am so happy to be a part of such a diverse panel.
Our shirts are different colors.
There are 2 Jews on this panel right now, if you include you. So
2.5. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, Nick.
I think Calvin had something to say.
Oh, I was curious how many moms were at the commercial shoot. Do you know?
Not a million.
There were like not people of the mom age there necessarily, if I recall. But there's probably a couple moms.
So you're saying less than 1 million?
Right.
Less than a million.
That's sort of what I was
Well, they
more
weren't
than
at the
50?
shoot. If they had known, that would have been a nightmare.
More than 3 though, right?
Probably.
Likely more than 3.
All right. Now, gang, I don't want you to feel left
Quarter dozen
out.
moms.
We got some burgers for you.
What?
Like actual burgers.
Oh,
That's right.
damn!
Everybody, grab a burger. Jay, please. Kev, please. We got some real burgers for you, too. No.
Are these impossible?
For legal purposes, I'd just like to point out that these are not actually Burger King Impossible Burgers, and that we in no way advocate actually buying one. Now I want each of you to give us your reaction to this burger. Something that will really grind their gears, you know? Have AFA and OMM boycotting you. That's the point. I'm going to go first. Just lead by example here. Holy fucking climate change. This burger's hotter than New York City in December.
Good. That was a
Right?
good one. That was a good one.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Take a bite. You took a really big bite.
Jesus Christ was bisexual.
Could be.
This is better than my food co-op's burger.
That was subtle, but I like it.
Wow. I'd be eating that burger in Amsterdam.
Yeah! Because you said damn, and also because they're all bloody heathens over there, aren't they? That's terrific. Thank you, Ben, so much for helping us out with this topic. Give a round of applause for Ben for coming on. We very much look forward to having you on our panel live sometime very soon.
Keep eating those tasty burgers, but just watch your tongue.
Watch that tongue. Good night, man.
Good night.
All right.
That was nice.
On to our next topic. Movies!
Oh.
Y'all like movies? The Oscar nominations are out. Joker racked up 11 nominations, which many believe will change the landscape of future comic book movies. Now, this isn't the first Joker performance to be nominated. We all know Heath Ledger won a posthumous Best Actor award for his role as the Clown Prince of Crime. Now, what do you all think? Will all this love for Joker change the way people will view comic book movies, or are we just giving it too much attention? Anyone who doesn't have a mouthful of burger at this moment, feel free to join in. And when you do swallow, feel free to join us.
Let's just give people besides Todd Phillips the money to make this type of stuff.
Okay, harsh words for Todd.
Look, man, I mean, it's like everyone likes to complain about Tarantino's foot fetish, but, you know, Todd Phillips writes himself in to suck his female lead's toes, so. But
Did that really happen?
yeah, old school. He sucked on Amy Smart's toes.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's an emphasized scene.
Okay,
but
all right. So-
moving on from that.
For comic books in general, comic book movies in general, how do you think this is going to change those?
I think there'll be more. I'm personally just hoping, like, okay, I was not a fan of Joker. Let me just make that clear. I don't think it's as terrible as everyone says it is, or as awesome as everyone else says it is, but I think it could be good because it could kind of steer us a little bit away from everybody trying to emulate what Marvel's doing.
What if Marvel just starts to make slightly darker movies?
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking more like, see, we've got the MCU thing where every single movie is a piece of the puzzle, the bigger puzzle here. And, you know, it's like, whereas in DC, you know, they were trying that with the Justice League, but it seems like they're kind of veering a little bit away from it with, you know, the new, like, Batman movie and all that. I would be kind of interested in more like one-off, you know, superhero movies.
Just totally self-contained.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I mean, like, I watched the movie. It's I thought Joaquin Phoenix did a fantastic job. Like, in terms of like a character role, he really dug into it. I mean, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen it, but it's been out for a while. Like, he turns into the Joker.
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, but like the idea that his laugh is uncontrolled, by, you know, like those details I thought were really interesting and well acted. But I didn't need the movie. I didn't need another Joker movie. Not to say that he did a poor job of it, but it's like, you know, the why now question, right? Like, anytime you're like making something, you have to ask yourself, why am I making this now? Why does the world need this right now? And to have a third rendition of the same character, or in terms of movies, yeah, right. If you want to count Mark Hamill, also,
Fifth,
like,
actually,
yeah,
if
right.
you count Caesar.
So, I would just like to see characters that haven't been explored, maybe have a more, and maybe characters that are less well known, so therefore there's less of an expectation, you know, to explore. Like, I love the idea of having a one-off darker superhero movie. That's really cool, but why take the most iconic character that's already been done so many times?
I completely agree, and honestly, I think this movie would have been so much better placed if it actually came out in 1981 when it takes place.
Well,
sure,
I
yeah,
mean,
right.
in a lot of the ways, what you're just ultimately getting is the formulas pretty much take a little bit of Taxi Driver, throw in a little bit of King of Comedy, and, you know, for some good measure, put in a Most Violent Year.
And make sure De Niro's in it.
Make sure De Niro's in it because, you know, the King of Comedy was a thing.
All right, well, whatever the future holds for comics on film, it's safe to say that they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Here's one film that got the royal snub from the Academy. Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler, received a lot of buzz this year, but got absolutely no nominations. Who saw this one? Raise your hand. Uncut Gems. Yeah?
I disagree.
I disagree.
The gems should have been cut.
You didn't see it?
Oh, I did see it.
He's quoting the movie.
Oh.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Disagree.
Gotcha.
I disagree.
It's coming back.
So what's
It's
it
coming
about?
back.
Long story short, Adam Sandler is a jeweler who's just way over his head with debts.
Makes the stupidest possible life decisions over and over again.
He's like in the midst of a divorce, but it's like he has a huge gambling problem and he owes everybody money, but he keeps doubling his bets.
Got to do this thing to pay off that guy, make this deal, and after that, work around with this guy. Everyone's coming after him.
Just for the record, though, really, really, really amazing performance from Kevin Garnett too.
Oh,
as
yeah,
himself.
for sure.
Like,
I would not have expected.
I think it's just a little off note, but best way to cast athletes, just make them a little weird.
Yeah, and that worked for him, for sure. Now, before the nominations were announced, Sandler said that if he didn't get a nomination for his role, he would make a movie that was so bad, but, on purpose this time, a real stinker, he told Howard Stern. Now, if anybody has been following Sandler's career, you might ask, did he already do this preemptively? Right. Well, given this promise and given Netflix's love affair with Adam Sandler, it seems like we're doomed to see something truly terrible in the immediate future. So this is our chance. Panel, please pitch me Adam Sandler's next great shit show of a film. Elevator pitch. Let's hear him. Go!
Jack and Jill and Jar Jar.
That's terrifying.
It's good alliteration, though.
Jack and Jill and Jar Jar.
You can make money.
And he
by
plays
rhyming.
all three characters?
Naturally.
Nope, you got to bring the original Jar Jar back.
Ahmed Best.
You got to bring Ahmed Best. The fans would flip otherwise.
Okay.
I just want to take this time and defend Star Wars Episode 1 now that it's come up.
Do you though?
I saw it when I was 8.
Had you seen it since?
I watched it 3 weeks ago. It does not hold up at all.
I also watched it 3 weeks ago.
I watched the Phantom edit recently.
Let's not get too off topic. Hold on.
Okay.
I want your
an Adam Sandler
pitch.
movie that he pitches. It's Adam Sandler, and he's like a guy who he
just does this.
He drives an Uber, and he's like, and then like it's the movie that is like somebody gets in this car in the back, and
Collateral? Are you talking about Collateral?
I'm talking about Collateral. Yeah.
You're talking about Collateral.
Damn it.
I thought you were on to something.
You're kind of, not gonna lie, you're kind of coming across like Osimo from South Park there for a
That's
second.
what I meant. That's what I meant.
There's this movie where Adam Sandler is a
He's like a guy, right? And he drives an Uber, and then somebody gets in the back, and then the person that gets in the back seat turns out to be his long lost son that he like left behind, and then it turns out that the son seeked him out specifically to have an interaction with him in the back of the car, right?
Is this another movie?
It's the same movie that I was talking about before.
Adam Sandler's
So he's not a hitman.
He's not a hitman. He's his son, and he's a hitman, and he has a hit out for his dad.
Wow.
That sounds like another attempt to win an Oscar from Adam Sandler.
Actually, that's a very good point. That sounds too good.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like Ridiculous 5, you know, where like it's a sequel to Ridiculous 6,
Just
but
with less effort.
they can't afford Terry Crews.
So they get like, you know, they just get Taylor Lautner to play double roles in it.
Exactly.
Or
No, in my movie, Taylor Lautner's the son.
Okay, I got one for you. Shot for shot remake of the movie North, with Adam Sandler replacing Elijah Wood and Rob Schneider playing all the international potential parents.
Ooh, I'll do you one better. A remake of Casablanca with Adam Sandler as Nick, and everybody else is played by Muppets. Actually.
Oh, you mean that Facebook meme?
I would actually watch that movie.
You still need Rob Schneider somewhere.
Right. All right.
I still have my pitch.
Please.
Can we go back to the picture?
Can we go back to the picture for a
I had
second?
an inspiration. One more back, please.
One more back.
I think he should do a remake of Uncut Gems from the point of view of this guy.
Well, I've heard it's somewhere through the grapevine a long time ago that Happy Madison Pictures was developing an adaptation of the board game Candyland with Adam Sandler in the role of Lord Licorice. Maybe he's just gonna make it now.
Sounds terrifying. All right. Now on to some very sad news. Terry Jones, the Welsh actor, writer, director, and founding member of the legendary comedy troupe Monty Python, has passed away at age 77. I'm sure that I'm surrounded by a bunch of Monty Python fans in here, considering you all have pulses. Does anyone have any particularly fond memories of the man, the myth, the legend that they would like to share with the group? I know for me, as probably a 12-year-old watching The Holy Grail for the very first time and actually pissing my pants laughing was the first, and I think to this day, the only time I ever did that. And this guy freaking directed most of that movie. And they completely inspired me to even want to do sketch comedy for the first time. I'd never even considered it, and watching them in the Flying Circus just blew me away.
To be the goofball of the troupe, you know, like in Monty Python, like, and he was, you know, in my opinion, like, you know, the one who seemed the most like he could be from outer space or something like that. You know, that took like a real special talent there. Like, you know, I mean.
That's true. And you know, like, he's got all these ridiculous characters that people don't even realize they're doing impressions.
Exactly. He's
of
like
Terry Jones. Whenever anyone does an old British woman, right, that's Terry Jones.
Macarons! And, you know, I'm just still always loving, like, you know, of course, the Argument Clinic. Was that him or is that Michael Palin?
John Cleese.
No, John Cleese ran the arguments. I'm talking about who went in because he.
I came here for an argument.
Was that Michael Palin or Terry Jones?
I don't know.
I don't
Honestly, when they did it live, they probably switched it up every single time.
Yeah.
They did it live.
I have similar fond memories just of childhood watching the movies. I mean, Life of Brian and Monty Python are great. There's that one bit in Monty Python where I do a terrible job of recapping this, but he makes a joke about like the kingdom being this kid's and he's the kid and the kid's like the curtains. And it's just this beautiful little curtain joke.
It's just a sad moment when you lose a legend. I don't know what to say about it. You know, I'm sure we've all felt this before, and it's odd to like. It's odd to like live a life where you mean so much to so many people, and I'm sure it like we are all carrying the fact that we lost this person today. You know, like a little piece of him was given to us throughout our entire lives, and to lose someone like that, it's sad, and it's also, I don't know, hopefully he found joy in making so many people happy. You know, I didn't know him personally, so I don't want to speak to like, oh my God, I'm so terribly sad that a person I never met passed away, but he left a legacy on so many people worldwide, and I just, you know, I wish the best to his family, and I'm sorry for them, and I'm sorry to hear that we lost a legend.
There you go. Well put. All right. Rest in peace, good sir. And now for our final story of the evening. Trump's impeachment trial has moved on to the Senate. Never gonna happen?
No, never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Well, good luck, planet Earth. All right, we are going to get to Ken McGorry in just a moment. First, one of our panelists has a special gift for us today. Here to serenade us with the didgeridoo, the one and only Calvin Vanoy.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
So I started playing didgeridoo when I was a younger person and lost the gift for a while, but I've been working on finding it again. This is a bamboo didgeridoo.
Ooh.
Most of them are eucalyptus and larger, but these smaller ones are a little more higher pitched and travel well. A lot of people these days are using the didgeridoo to fall asleep, but there are also people using it to beatbox, which, you know, slaps. I can't really do the beatboxing thing, but I can make a pretty nice drone, and I'd love to just share it real quickly.
Drone on, man.
Didgeridoo your best.
Uh-huh. So you can hear it makes a bunch of droning sounds that go kind of up and go kind of down. It takes a little while to warm it up, but you can also make some interesting noises in the back of your throat if you're interested in trying. You blow in per normal, and then you just make a little screech. And if you do the same thing really low, well, this is what happens. And that's just a little bit of the didgeridoo. Thanks for having me.
That was awesome. Calvin, I've known you for a long time, and somehow this incredible talent of yours has completely eluded me. Bravo. I am so glad that you were able to come and share this gift with us. Also, I know last time we talked about the wildfires in Australia. If you'd still like to donate, I think we're gonna put A little piece of information on the screen where your money will go to good use to help and put the kibosh on all that nastiness going on down under.
And the Aboriginals from Australia, didgeridoo originals.
Indeed. It's definitely the first time we've had a didgeridoo on the brick wall, and thank you. Thank you all for coming in and being such good sports. Anything you guys want to promote, Kev?
I'm developing an app. I don't know how much time we have.
Almost none.
I'll come back next time.
You'll come back next time and tell us about the app. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the Brick Wall Faves, Ken McGorry, and the Achievements. But first, let's take a look at this short clip from their very first TV appearance and applaud it preemptively. Woo!
And the first piece you're going to see, you're still looking at me, but we're going to let you in on a little thing that they performed at Stony Brook College, Stony Brook University. And this is where they first came to our attention. And we're going to let you see them first that way, and then we'll talk with them. They're very interesting young men. And if we're ready to punch up, we're ready to go.
I hear a siren, pull over to the side. Trooper smiling, can he take a look inside? Oh no, I'm safe at any speed. What do you call these seats?
All right. Now, that was Ken McGorry and the Achievements. And you just saw them. They were performing at the campus of Stony Brook Music Festival. That's the festival I had at Stony Brook University. And I'd like to introduce you to them now. They're sitting right alongside me. Far over there to my right is Greg. And next to Greg is Richie. And right next to me is Ken McGorry. And these are the Achievements. Ken McGorry and the Achievements.
Peter. Are they still talking about Monty Python?
right, thank you. Eldorado is one of our old songs, and now here's one of our new songs. Is that okay with you, Peter Coleman? You got a new song? Yeah. Okay, this is called "How About Never," right, Bill?
I'll tell you that love is hard. You gotta like raking the yard. But until you draw a card, you don't know what you got. There's a whole lot of work I've never begun, piling on me by the megaton. Whoever said this was supposed to be fun? How about never? I got better things to do. How about never? Will that work for you? How about never? How about never? Well, the girl that I pursue turns out you don't like Chinese food. Well, that don't matter to me. She's the one I woo. Well, what if I got down on my knee and asked that girl to marry me? And what if she said it's just not meant to be? How about never? I got better things to do. How about never? Will that work for you? How about never? How about never? How about never? I got better things to do. How about never? Will that work for you? How about never? How about never?
Well, thanks. That's kind of new. That's on our album Instant Gratification. Right, Peter Coleman? That's just today, too. Okay, so here's something that you haven't heard. Yes. Well, maybe.
Rehearsal.
Maybe the rehearsal. So this is this is what I call a shower song. It's a song that sounds good in the shower, but I couldn't figure out what is this really about. Then I saw Roger Stone on TV, and I thought, yeah, you.
At your residence way before dawn. They'll be looking for the evidence and dragging your ass out on the lawn. That ain't nice.
jealous of your elegance. Major Big Bang. You'll be wasting your intelligence working on the chain gang. That ain't nice. Here's some advice. You better run. You got to get away. You better run. You got to get away. Get away. To see the fur fly. They want to sing a lullaby, but they're gonna make you cry. You better run. You got to get away. You better run. You got to get away. Get away. Away. You better run. Yeah, you got to get away. You better run. You got to get away. Get away. Away. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's now he's got a song. Arcade. Roger Stone? I mean, the one we're, yeah.
The rarity.
Yeah, we're playing a rarity. It's old, but you may not have heard it, so it may feel new. And all the Achievements worked it up together. I originally recorded it with Paul, our producer, at the keyboard. He's actually in control of the band. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah.
Roger Stone.
Everybody seems to wonder where you are. But I never try to ask me why you're gone. I must have been in the way. These things happen every day. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, back to the usual stuff. This song is about lust. A fellow who has sex drive but can't drive. Ooh. Are you ready? Ready for me? Because tonight is a golden opportunity. Are you ready? Ready or not? For a brand new Lamborghini in your parking spot. Your parking spot. You got them lips, you got them eyes, you got them knees down below your thighs. Are you ready? Ready for fun? Because we're gonna be out of gas by the time we're done. The time we're done. Are you ready? 'Cause here I come. Oh, I'm gonna cry soon as I stick out my thumb. Stick out my thumb. Stick out my thumb. Yeah. Thank you. Are you ready? Okay, so this is one of our songs from the 21st century that became popular.
It's my favorite Ken McGorry song.
It became popular with Richard. More on that later.
Hey. What?
Baby's on a runway, take
She changes everything. I can't seem to breathe without her. She changes everything I never on a Sunday, that's for rest. From all the deviations she confessed when she's lying, yeah, lying. She changes everything, everything I knew about her. She changes everything I know. She changes everything. I can't seem to breathe without her. She changes everything I know. She changes, she changes. She changes, she changes. She changes, she changes, she changes. She changes, she changes, she changes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Guys, that was so freaking good. And I know you got one more song to play. You do. Sorry to step in the middle, but we're just gonna do a real quick hard out with the show, and then you guys are gonna keep on playing, and we're not gonna cut you off. You're gonna get your full time, don't you worry. But I just want to bring on all of our panelists. We're gonna bring all these guys on. Kevin and Calvin and Nick and Ken and Rich and Jack and Don and Bill and Paul and Greg and everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back on.
So exciting.
Well, you guys are so
What is the Marx
exciting.
Brothers movie again, Bill?
Yes.
Stateroom or?
Stateroom Steve.
There ain't no such thing as a sanity clause? I don't know. Anyway, where's the camera? Oh, hi, there's the camera. I don't know why I'm looking over here, but hi out there in TV land. Thank you so much for watching The Brick Wall. Tune in next time when we'll have a whole other wacky cast of characters, and maybe if I'm lucky, they'll let me come back and play again. Let's all take a bow. And yeah, we can still bend that way, can't we? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. And one last song for your oral entertainment. Exactly. Thank you.
Well, we wrote this song long ago in Great Neck. Hello, Great Neck.
I see you in the corner of my eye. You have your wings, but you cannot fly. You like to eat, but you don't like a view. Invite my friend and I end up with you. Buenas noches, cockroaches. I am turning out the light. All God's creatures should be sleeping in my kitchen. You are creeping too. Tried friendly persuasion, all the sprays and all the bombs. I am braced for the invasion from a land of the swaying palms. When
us no chest cockroaches. I am turning out the light. All God's creatures should be sleeping in my sink. I know you're creeping tonight. Tonight. Like the lilies of the field you reap, but you do not sow. As long as the rent is so cheap, there's no reason for you to go. I'm on my knees to you, saying please to you. I'm gonna send some killer bees to you. Buenos noches, cockroaches. I am turning out the light. All God's creatures should be sleeping in my kitchen. You are creeping tonight. Buenos noches, cockroaches. Down in the future Holocaust, if I'm the only man to survive, I know that all will not be lost because you will all still be alive. Buenos noches, cockroaches. I am turning out the light. All God's creatures should be sleeping in my kitchen. You are creeping. Won't you save me alive? Won't you save me alive? Won't you save me alive? Thank you guys. Thanks for being here tonight. All he is, and we love being on the brick wall, obviously. We hope the wall loves us.
The wall does love. We don't let just anybody return for like 17 performances. You're welcome. So we got time to shoot the breeze a little bit for some extra content for the streaming thing. I know you guys got some things you want to talk about.
We do.
Talk about the CD, Ken. Tell them about the CD.
It was available last year. It looks like this.
So it's kind of square?
Well, not exactly, but yeah, it's like that. Peter held it up last year.
I did, and now I pass that honor to you.
Like when a famous announcer on TV holds up a product. I saw it later on.
And then you're like, that announcer should have stuck to behind the scenes where we can just hear him.
No, it was really good, and I liked the way you had your nails done before, doing that.
This is me doing my nails right here.
Then we had a terrible time pressure that we were under in order to complete this album, because we've been playing together for 40 years, and but we realized we had to get this out while I still had hair.
And you sure do, you silver fox.
Thanks for that. From you, that's really good. And so we have that, and we're still trying to play gigs.
You got one coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, no, I don't know. What are we doing? Don?
My father's place.
Yeah, we'll be at my father's place.
That's great that he's still kicking.
He's not my father, by the way.
It's in Great Neck?
It's
Roslyn.
Yeah.
Roslyn,
and
right.
it's reopened after a long hiatus, in the Roslyn Hotel.
Very nice. And when is your next performance at my father, our father's place?
Can we take out an ad on the brick wall?
You can. You can plug it right now. Tell all the folks at home. You don't have it. You don't.
It will be our third time there.
It will be okay.
Since they reopened.
When we do this in reruns, we'll just put the date on the screen. Hopefully, people watch it before the show.
Do they still call them reruns?
Reruns.
Where it doesn't match your lips moving at all, and
Come and check them out at my father's place at.
Roslyn.
It's a cozy venue.
It is.
It really is.
And I heard you wrote another book.
Yeah, I write books. It's what you do when you're retired, and you reform the band. When you turn 60, you're going to have to do this. So I hope you remember that.
If I make it that far.
Write books and get a band together.
All right. Well, you already had the band. You didn't even need to get the band back together because you guys had just always
Well, yeah.
You had a leg up on the competition.
Yes, that's right. The competition is worried at this point now that they've seen what we have to offer. But yeah, that so the Ghost Hampton,
right?
Well, and that's my first ghost book, and so the sequel is Back to Haunt You.
What's it called?
I don't know yet. Yeah, we're working on it.
Back to haunt you.
My editor.
Title.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Back to haunt you.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, is that not the title? I thought I was
No,
making
it
a joke.
actually is.
It is. Okay, all right, good. I'm glad we were all on the same page. You threw me off.
He's been working on.
I was gonna say that's brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's more where that came from.
You're doing a trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no good if there aren't three. It means you weren't really trying. So I hope people get into it. It was it'll be on Amazon if nowhere else, and but then
And hopefully on your bookshelves.
everything is on Amazon. Yeah, it's available wherever digits are sold.
Like the black market for organs? What digits? What do you? Do they just sell those?
Are these available?
I could use some.
We've got
You have plenty.
Some of these guys are all thumbs in this bed.
Ha ha. Can I get a rim shot?
Too late.
Oh. Thank you.
It's not often Peter gets a rim shot, so.
It's really not. All right.
Delivers one.
Shh. I thank you guys again so much. It's always a pleasure having you on. And you did so well this time. We are willing to extend an invitation to come on back again if you guys can all arrange. I am making this statement, I promise you right now, Ken McGorry and the Achievements shall return to this very stage once more.
Thank you, Peter.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. If you guys can all, I don't know how you all manage to align your schedules. I can't get together with 7 of my friends to play Dungeons and Dragons on any regular basis. The fact that you guys play all these gigs together is amazing.
Thank you. We'll explain.
Yeah, please. All right. Good night, everybody, once again. And give it up one more time for Ken McGorry and the Achievements!